Hey, what's going on, YouTube fishing fam? It's your boy Has back at it again with another episode, and today we're going to be talking about the Lose Mach 2. Now, this is my first baitcaster that I ever owned for bass fishing, and I have put this thing through the test. I've owned this thing for about a year and a half now, and I probably put 1 million casts on this thing because this was my only bait casting combo for a while until I got another one, which I'll talk about a little bit later on in this episode. But this right here, you can, for a budget-friendly combo, I think I paid $140 and I had $20 also, like $120 for this Lose Mach 2 combo. It's dirty now, it's beat up. This was all bright lime green at one point. The handles right here, they were all bright lime green. It's very small right here compared to my hand. It's a small baitcaster. I have it spooled up with 30-pound braid, 10 system bearing. It has your tension knob right here, and then it has your brakes, which I have the brakes set. My brakes are set at, so the max is right here, and I have it like 1, 2, 3 from the max. That's where I found it to be like the best at. And I get plenty of casting distance. I can bomb this thing out there. I could probably get a little more if I go a little more down, but from where I like to fish at, I like to fish out of the kayak a lot, so I don't always need a lot of casting distance, and I'm throwing at some awkward angles because you're sitting kind of low, close to the water, so just to eliminate as many backlashes as possible, which I don't have many backlashes now. When I first started out, yeah, but once I got this thing dialed in, man, we were rocking and rolling. 7 foot. This is a 7 foot medium heavy action with a fast tip, and this thing has stood up to the test. The only thing you do is just lubricate it every once in a while. It's probably due for its spring cleaning before I take it out there. The only thing that happened over 1 million casts is an eyelet came off. That's it. One eyelet came off, and that's more of probably my error because I got all my rods sitting on top of each other in the chuck, and then I go and pull them, and sometimes they get snagged up on each other. That's my error. I know that wasn't Lou's problem, but the rod itself has stood up to the test of time. I've caught bass on this thing, snakeheads on this thing, carp on this thing. I've caught pike, chain pickerel. I've caught catfish on this thing. I've caught what else? What other species have I caught on here? I think smallmouth, of course. I've caught a striper. Caught a striper on this. I've caught a lot of different species on this reel right here, and it works amazing. It casts great. The brake system is great. It's very lightweight. It's a 751 gear ratio speed spool. Lose Mach 2. You cannot go wrong with this right here. I'll tell you, this is the best budget friendly. $120. I was in Dick's Sporting Goods yesterday, and I saw they have a Lose Mach 2 version 2, I guess now. So I'm not sure how that one is, but this one right here I bought, like I said, last year, the year before. If you could find this version right here, this is the one to go. Get this Lose Mach 2. I think the new version was like $170. That's a pretty jump up in price from this version right here. But man, budget friendly. You're talking about castability. You're talking about durability. You're talking about the power to be able to pull snakeheads about the grass, largemouth, smallmouth, carp. I've done it all using this rod right here. And this was my only baitcaster for about 7 months. And I was out fishing 3 times a day, and I was just using this one. I'll take this one baitcaster with me, and we will go out and just slay it, throw a bunch of casts all day long, and go to different ponds, different lakes, from the kayak, from the bank, and we're slaying it. We're killing these fish with just this one right here. Then I upgraded to, I didn't upgrade. I just added to my arsenal this right here, the Shimano SLX DC. Now, when I first got this reel, I spooled it up with fluorocarbon, and I went fishing with it for about 4 months, and I hated using this setup. I hated using this combo. I barely used it. I didn't use it much in that first like 4 to 5 months. Then I took the fluorocarbon off. I spooled it up with 20-pound braid, or 30-pound braid, and I fell in love with this thing. This is that Shimano SLX DC. So when you cast it out, you have that that electronic chip in there. Man, this thing is amazing, and it has a Defender Favorite Series rod on here as well. And I love this too as well. I haven't caught as much fish as I've caught on this right here because I throw this all the time. But this spring, we're going to be breaking this bad boy in even more, and we're going to be going out catching a lot of fish. Now you will see it's a left-hand retrieve. That's just where I'm comfortable at because I'm casting with my right hand. I cast with my right. That's where I'm accurate at. That's where I'm accurate with the throws. And then it's just very natural to cast with my right and then just come back to reel with my left. I've seen people, they cast with their right and then they switch hands to reel back, and that's too much work. It's just very comfortable, very natural to just cast and then come right back to reeling, back into retrieving. So I'm right-handed, but I use my left hand retrieve. Love this setup right here, but this right here is like a $220 reel and then a $110 rod. This starts to get a little pricey. That's like a $300 combo. But when you're talking about budget friendly, Lew's Mach 2, those of you that are trying to get into bass fishing, you're trying to get in baitcast fishing, right here. You cannot go wrong with you. I promise you. I knew nothing about baitcasters before I bought this. This was my very first baitcaster, and it worked amazing for me. It worked great. I will be using this a lot this summer. I can't wait to go out and catch a bunch of bass, snakeheads, stripers, everything. I'll probably troll with this thing too as well. We're going to put it up to the test. We're going to beat this thing up. So, man, thank you guys for watching. Please hit that like button, subscribe button, and stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you. Peace.